Okay, my name is Benjamin, and today I'm going to try to represent what is a circular economy, or try to tell you what is a circular economy. So I will be briefly touching on what it is and some of the main ideas that people propose. So circular economy is it entails markets that gives incentives to reusing products rather than scrapping them and then extracting new resources. In such an economy, all forms of waste such as clothes, scrap metal, and obsolete electronics are returned to the economy or used more efficiently. This can provide a way to not only protect the environment, but use natural resources more wisely, develop new sectors, create jobs, and develop new capabilities. And which brings on to the next idea. This is actually, the image quality is truly bad. Maybe I can look up some pictures. Otherwise,
see the words.
Yeah. It's the seventh pillar of the circular economy. Yeah.
Seven pillars.
Yeah, this is much better. Wait a sec. I want to make it bigger.
Oh, that's a lot better.
Yeah.
Is that what you want to show us?
Yes, this is what I want to show you guys.
7 pillars.
Okay, maybe just listen. Hey, come on. Okay, so this is the clear picture.
It's a bit
Yeah.
small for me. I can't see very well. But it's okay, you can read.
Sure. Okay. So mainly materials, electronic, and seems to be like the biodiversity of trees or somehow. Okay, so maybe I could start randomly to maybe give you some insights about it. Okay, so maybe let me start with materials, which is maybe the first one. So this material complexity is conserved by cascading materials. Actually, I don't know what is cascading material in their most complex form for as long as possible.
Yeah, I can't help but coming to see which word is.
I think,
is it
yeah,
the-
I'm
Oh, not there.
yeah.
Cascading.
Yes,
yes,
cascading. Yeah,
yes.
cascading. What is cascading?
Cascading is like 一层一层下来的。
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, cascading.
Yeah, cascading materials in their most complex form for as long as possible.
Oh.
Yeah, so material cycles are designed to be of appropriate lengths for human time scales and natural cycles to which they are connected. Scarce materials are preferentially cycled at shorter intervals so they can be recovered sooner for reuse. Materials are transported within as small as a geographic range as possible. Okay, the next is energy. All energy is based on renewable sources. So this or the materials required for energy generation and storage technologies are designed for recovery into the system. Okay, so energy is intelligently, sorry, mispronunciation.
Yeah.
Intelligently preserved and cascaded. So when lower values of energy are available for use, such as heat cascading.
Cascading.
Yeah. So next one is biodiversity, which is supported and enhanced through human activity. As one of the core principles of acting within a circular economy is to preserve complexity. Preserving biodiversity is the top priority. Habitats, especially rare habitats, are not be encroached upon or structurally damaged through human activities. Okay?
Yeah.
So
Ben,
next,
Ben,
yeah,
you read it beautifully,
yeah,
and
I forgot.
but I have a question for you.
Yes.
As you're reading, I was feeling that do you agree that biodiversity is central to circular economy? Can you make the connection?
Well, I do think there
Why is it?
is a connection.
Yeah. So what is it? I think to a lot of people that would be like, why is it even an issue in circular economy? Biodiversity and circular economy. Economy is human activities, right? We trade. So why are they connected?
I would say, it is still somewhat correlated to economy, since some industry do use or used to be working in those sort of environment. And I think, so therefore I think maybe maintaining those environments would somewhat benefit, we could still somewhat benefit from it, because
Good.
I
Somewhat. I'd like you to elaborate on somewhat.
yeah, I think I was going for the eco-friendly side of things. 'Cause
Eco-friendly.
I think if we keep on having this detrimental relationship with natural, nature, we would somewhat wound up in this very bad scenario. Yeah, so that's what I think about it.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. That's very, very good. The circular economy, in a way, is to learn from the nature, to respect the nature, to learn from nature, and admit that we have been wrong in really abusing our environment.
Yes.
So, but biodiversity is the natural form of nature.
Yes.
So preserving the natural form of nature, giving the nature back to what it has to be one of the central goals of circular economy.
Yes, we definitely have to have a better balance with nature, or maybe giving it back even more in some sense.
Exactly.
Okay, so let's go on with our next one. Human society and culture are the preservation of it as another form of diversity, and therefore resilience. Human cultures and social cohesion are extremely important to maintain. And circular economy processes and organizations make use of appropriate governance and management models and ensure they reflect the needs of affected stakeholders. So activities that structurally undermine the well-being or existence of unique human cultures are avoided even at high cost. Okay, next one. How, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
Health and well-being of humans and other species are structurally supported. So toxic and hazardous substances are minimized and kept in highly controlled cycles and should ultimately be eliminated entirely. So things like plastic and things like gas are getting eliminated, or we are trying to eliminate those unsustainable materials out of our economy. So what it's said.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe I can give some more examples. So for example, successfully recycling e-waste by having people burn it over open fire is not considered a circular activity, despite the fact that it is material recovery. So yeah, that's another cool example, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, so next one is human activities maximize generation of societal value. Materials and energy are not currently available in infinite measure, so that brings back to our third point. So their use should meaningfully contribute to the creation of societal value. So forms of value beyond financial include aesthetic, emotional, ecological, etc.
I'm a little bit confused here.
Yeah.
Because the symbol that it gave here is we're at number 6, is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that symbol
It's,
to me is meaning money.
yeah.
Yeah, so I can't really relate to what you just read.
Maybe.
It's talking about economy, but basically circular economy is economy, is the form of economy. Of course, it has to do with money. In fact, almost everything is valued or calculated in terms of money. But
I think it has to do with like the resources that give you value. I think that's the reason. I think it's more about the resources that can maybe translate into money or business.
Oh.
Yeah, I think that's why that is. I don't necessarily agree with the symbol too. I think it's more about the resources than the actual value. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty much it about this section. I think it's more like number 3, the biodiversity, because it's talking about the resources that you have to maintain, or maybe just don't abuse it as much as we would.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So that brings us to our last point. Actually, they didn't. Yeah, the economic system is inherently adaptable and resilient. So things like water resources are extract and cycle sustainably. So maybe let's use water as our example for this section.
You mean number 7?
Yeah, for number 7 or last section. So it is undoubtedly the most important shared resource among human beings. Sufficient quantity and quality of water is essential to our economy and our survival. In the circular economy, the value of water is maintained. Cycling it for indefinite reuse while simultaneously recovering valuable resources from it whenever possible. The water systems and technology minimize freshwater usage and maximize energy and nutrient recovery from wastewater. Watershed protection is prioritized, and harmful emissions to aquatic ecosystems are avoided as top priority. So I think it also includes these kind of nature resources like maybe wind and sun, solar.
Right, solar power.
I think it's about making these sorts of technology more usable, more advanced.
Right.
Yeah.
So it applies to all renewable energy.
Yeah. So to sum it up, there's 3 points. Seems like maybe I can just verbally tell you.
Yes.
So the first one is transparent. You have to be transparent so you can track and trace the materials and understand what is in our product. And second, we should consider about resilient, making sure that there is a lot of knowledge transmission around how it works and how it is supposed to be this assembled. A third is to design with principles of equity in mind, so equitable. So it can, for instance, be affordable enough to actually be distributed throughout the system. And that's it for my presentation.
Okay,
Yes.
great job, thank you. Do you have any questions, Carmen?
Yeah, Erwin?
No questions? Okay, great job. Okay, can you help me introduce Karen? Just give the microphone to Karen.
Okay.
Well, actually, good job, and these 7 pillars are quite advanced.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's quite interesting. I think it's what
And
rounded.
It's new.
Yeah.
It's new and it's more advanced,
Uh-huh.
more recently proposed, I guess.
Yeah.
Definitely not the basics.
Okay, so I'm Kerwin and I'm going to introduce the circular economy. And today is the first time I heard about this word, circular economy, but I think all of us are already a participant of this concept. And this is how it works: recycling, use, reuse, remake, and recycle. And I find 2 versions of telling me what is circular economy. I think this one is too general, so I'm going to talk about the second one. The first is business model is product sharing, like you buy, co-share, or I rent. And you can just rent these kind of vehicles that you don't need to buy a scooter, and you can still use it, and we won't waste a lot of waste. We won't create too many waste on
Yeah,
so many vehicles.
yes, because not everyone owning one, right?
Yeah.
So
we can just rent it and use it.
produce less, of course, the garbage is less.
Yes.
Yeah.
And second,
But when it comes to business model, usually we're talking about it's a kind of business, a way to do business that the businessman can still survive,
yes.
right? When we're talking about business model, meaning it's workable. Businessmen are going to also earn money.
Yes.
So by rent or sharing, it sounds at first it will sound like they are selling less, right? They produce less, they're selling less,
Yes.
therefore producing less garbage.
Yes.
Would that make businessmen happy because they are actually sell glass and earn
I think they are selling a service.
selling their service?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Use this product as a service.
Yes.
After that, they can also earn a lot of money by renting vehicles.
Right, okay. Yes, yes, you right on the point, you're absolutely right. So this new, so-called new business model make a big change. Before, businessmen make profit, they earn money by selling things. But now they make money by selling, like you said, service. So we just pay for the service. And that changed the whole thing. And because of that, they earn money from service, not the product, so they don't have to manufacture a lot of product. And they will hope the product lasts for a long time, right?
Yeah.
Because they are not selling them. They want that one bicycle can last 30 years will be great.
Yeah, if
right?
the user broke the bicycle, they can also.
They don't want it to be broken very soon.
Yeah.
So they will make it strong. And yeah. But if we go back to the old business model, they earn money by selling more. They want their product, sometimes they want their product to become old or broken so that people will buy new ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's actually the key concept change, that they begin to sell service instead of
Products.
materials. Okay.
And I think the second one is alike to the first one,
Yeah.
but it's another concept. That the first one is for public. That
Sure.
like this, the first one is more like talking about everyone can rent these vehicles. The second one is more like this.
Mhm.
This is the PC home service. Like you can subscribe a subscription of iPhone that you can pay the money monthly and get your iPhone, and until the next generation you can give them back the iPhone and you can get the new generations.
Yes. Yeah. Has it started already?
Yes, it already started since iPhone 14. Yeah, this generation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Me too.
Yeah, yeah. So this is really a very important.
This one is very,
European one.
it's not that well, because if you want to 买断它,
Okay.
yeah, you need to pay more money.
Mhm.
If this iPhone is for $330,000,
Yes.
and if you want to keep your iPhone and you don't want to change to the next generation, you have to pay $20,000 to make it with your iPhone.
To own.
You have to own it.
Yeah.
You need to pay more money to own it.
Yeah. So they're talking about ownership.
So you need to subscribe these things in your rest of your life,
Mm.
or you will waste a lot of money.
Oh.
就是听中文讲，
没有可以。
就是你如果想要买断它的话，就变成你被它绑着一辈子，就要一直订阅，一直订阅，一直订阅。
So that's why you don't think this is the best idea.
Yes,
Mhm.
but it's the concept of
Yeah.
the,
But you know what? I think with competition, this problem can be solved. If there are more, and like now, every company is offering that, then people can choose. You can change contract.
yeah.
去到别家, they give you gifts, things like that. When that day comes, maybe the problem will be solved.
Will we save money from it? I mean, does a subscription save you any money or not really?
It will be more cheaper, like iPhone 14 Pro for $25,000, only $25,000 per month, per year. Yeah, but if you just buy it on Apple.com, that you need to pay $45,000.
So that's
It's still cheaper, but you need to subscribe all the rest of your life.
For the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Every year for 1400 or 1500.
Yeah, exactly.
Really? Yeah, I never knew about this.
And this is really what circular economy is talking about. It's to change the concept of selling things. Now we are selling and change ownership. We just don't own things. Let the manufacturer own things. That way they don't want to spend more money on maintaining or producing more.
Mm-hmm.
They will produce less.
Understood.
iPhone 14, purple, 156, is for $31,000. You can see this one. TLT says it's more cheaper.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
If you do a subscription.
Yeah, you know, this is exactly what circular economy, part of circular economy
Yes.
is going. For the light, we're not doing it right now, but you know, in the Netherlands,
Mm-hmm.
they already changed the light, because Philips company, Philips, they produce light bulbs, right? But in the past, they sell this, and they want some of it, you know, to be broken, otherwise they won't sell new one to you. But they changed the concept into selling service instead of this. So they will come and set up all this for you for free, but every year you just pay a fixed amount of service fee, service of providing light. And then with that, they will, for sure, they will want to maintain these material. They don't want to change it. It would be best that it is never broken, they never have to make new ones. And then with that, the companies themselves stop to produce a lot of things.
Yeah.
And they still earn money. That's new business model. That's the very important thing. And that is also a change of ownership. Because with lights, we no longer own these light bulbs. We own nothing. The ownership is in the manufacturer. But we just we just give them money to buy the service.
So will you buy this service?
I will, because this one is 6S.
Wow.
I know, and it's broken. But it looked broken, but it's still very useful. So I have no reason to change it. And I'm not really, a lot of people are offering all kind of opportunity to change to new one, and I don't know, I just being happy. If I just buy the service, and I'm happy to, you know, in time comes and change into new updated ones. I'm happy to do that.
Yeah.
And I think business people, that's the market mechanism, 市场机制. When there are enough competition, and I believe now there's enough competition, the companies will come up with the best program or project for you to choose from.
Yeah.
Yeah, and maybe at first it will be a little bit more expensive, but as competitors become more, when more people are doing this, the cost will come down. Yeah. So this is great. Well, thank you guys. Today when I listened to you two, I really learned something.
Yeah.
So
Maybe I can
I didn't know this before.
You can see your new iPhone next week.
Thank you, great.
Like I know like people do buy like new iPhones and sell their old ones every year to make sell it like second-handly, so
Yeah.
you could still save up maybe half of the price or even more. I know
Yeah.
people do that. Yeah.
I know, and I saw it on.
But I don't know about this, but like the subscription.
Yeah, this is when I look at those, but I can't help but wondering whether they're real or they're just scam.
No, this is not a
Is that they
scam.
lie? But this, I know this.
It's a very
This is
large.
very new.
Yeah.
But this concept in circular economy is not new.
Yeah.
It's not new.
It's new in Taiwan, right?
Yeah, and yeah, it's good. Yeah, worth it. Okay.
Let's back to the PowerPoint.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm going to talk about the one. The third is like a repair or refurbish products. And
Right, and that's a very important word you just
refurbish.
put, refurbish, yes. It's called 翻新.
Yeah, I'm going to also talk about Apple.
Okay,
And
good.
refurbish.
Do you know refurbish?
Yeah, refurbish，重新装，装修，
整修
整修。
But it's concept in the circular economy, do you know that?
Oh no, I don't know. I know this word, but not in this scenario.
Great.
This
Just,
circumstance.
okay, Kerwin, tell us.
I also buy my iPad on the certificate refurbished website. It's an Apple official
Certified refurbished.
refurbished shop, and it's more cheaper than you buy
The
regular.
usual one.
Like this one only need to cost $549.
So they offer a lot cheaper, lower price.
Yeah, I buy this one in here.
Oh,
Yes,
so this
one.
is the refurbished one?
Yeah, and from America. It's more cheaper than you buy in Taiwan.
Oh, okay. But tell us about the refurbishment.
Refurbishment.
What is that? It has a specific
Just
definition
like-
in circular economy.
For this example, maybe the customers buy it back and they don't like it and return back to the Apple, because Apple have a policy is you can try your product in 14 days, and if you don't like it, you can return it back anyway. Yeah, you don't need any reason. So this kind of product will become refurbished product on this website,
Right.
and yeah, you can just buy it.
Interesting.
It's also cheaper than regular
See, this also reduce a lot of waste.
waste. Yeah. And you
And
can
people
save-
are happy with it because it's a lot cheaper and still with high quality.
Some of customers are still concerned about this product, not a whole new, right?
Right,
They have a concern about this.
right. But they need to know when they say refurbished, it's not new.
Yeah, but some people just want whole new stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if they're willing to pay more money for that, they can go ahead and do it. And, yeah, refurbishment is actually another very important way in circular economy. And usually it applies to products that are more complicated or more expensive. The example that I have been translating for is the machine that produce chips. TSM chips, yeah, 台积电的制造晶片的机器，wow, that one machine costs 几千万元。So that's another huge waste
Yeah.
to throw away, right? So they come up with ideas starting from designing this big machine. They already think through, the engineers already think through how can these machines be separated and how can parts be replaced, just parts be replaced. So whenever, they don't need to buy the whole new machine, but they are able to just change part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and to change part of it and then make it new, it is refurbishment. This is called refurbishment.